2 children just died. They were killed by a water-related disease. The worldwide water crisis. Water. One drop can have so much impact. The Earth is 71% water. It's the basis of life on Earth. On average, one American person uses 176 gallons of water a day, compared to the 5 gallons used each day in an African family. But what makes our water usage so much higher than theirs? Posing and showers are the leading uses of water. What do we do to get water? What do they do? African women and children walk miles a day to get water, and they are at risk of getting sexually assaulted. Not to mention, their water is also very polluted. Some diseases that can arise from drinking dirty water are cholera, diarrhea, malaria, and typhoid.
Many countries don't invest in clean water and sanitation in schools, so kids that go to school, they end up getting sick with different water-related diseases, and people in hospitals don't have clean drinking water and sanitation, so they're getting sick from that.
The most difficult part was not the weight of the load. The hardest part is when I bring home illness and misery. The water is not clean. There are nights I would cry thinking about the sickness my children would get from the water.
$1.1 billion people don't have access to safe water. That is over 15% of the global entire human population. Would you be willing to even think of drinking that? Africa is the leading place in the world with no sanitary water. Imagine having to walk at least 4 miles a day just to get 40 pounds of unsanitary water. Africa is also one of the hottest places in the world. Just imagine how much water a person actually needs each day to survive. People end up in hospitals instead of work or school. These send people out of work and destroy the economy. A child dies every 15 seconds from a disease caused by drinking unsanitary water. Retrieving water is very time-consuming, and that valuable time can be used for education instead. Without a way to easily access clean water, the children are all uneducated, and the cycle will go on through generations, unless something is done to help.
If people don't have clean water, they don't really have a choice about, not using it. They just have to use the dirty water, contaminated water that they have. So lots of kids get sick. It affects kids more than adults a lot of times, or else people who haven't grown up with it. So it's a big deal. They have a lot of sick kids. Lots of children have stomach problems, especially in developing countries where there's not a good source of clean.
We live at a time in history where over 1 billion people don't have access to safe drinking water, and over 3 billion people have no access to sanitation.
Only a tiny share of all the water on Earth is fresh and renewed by the water cycle.
People in Africa have to drill very deep into the ground to get clean water to drink. The water cycle plays a huge role in the amount of water a country can use. If there's a drought, the water prices will go up. Investing in clean water is the key to getting rid of poverty. The good news is that this problem has a solution. Many organizations like Charity Water and the Water Project are working to fix this. But what can you do?
A lot of what we do at UNC is help those governments make good decisions and help them find the people who are most in need in different countries who need those clean water, clean water systems. So the governments actually are some of the biggest providers of clean water and sanitation.
We must help the people in Africa find new and cheap ways to purify water.
Money always helps. You can look for good organizations that are trying to help out the people in those other countries. But I think sharing knowledge with other people is a great place to start.
We are fortunate to have clean, drinkable water. It's our turn to help the needed. Give and donate.
According to the World Health Organization, for every $1 invested in clean drinking water and sanitation, there is an economic return of between $3 and $34. That means that instead of walking to get dirty water, the people in Africa are getting an education or starting a business. If you donate only $20 to an organization that helps for clean water in Africa, you are giving an African person 20 years of clean water.
There's a lot of different ways you can get involved. There are a lot of organizations in the U.S. that partner with, say, schools in other countries that don't have clean water systems and don't have toilets. So your school could possibly get involved in fundraising to help sponsor a school in another country and providing with clean water and sanitation. Another way you can get involved is studying science, engineering, technology, and math, especially in high school and then later on when you end up going to college. You can actually get directly involved in helping solve this challenge worldwide by studying those fields, and also other fields like social science and anthropology and things like that.
Donate to Charity Water.
And this is our time in history to do something about it.